Handwriting Without Tears. My chickens are so loud today. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be reviewing the Handwriting Without Tears KickStart for kindergarten, Letters and Numbers for Me, and my printing book. When I ordered these books, I'm not really a rush, like I don't really rush when I order. I usually look into it, so I don't know what happened here, but I saw this KickStart to kindergarten. I saw kindergarten. My daughter's at a kindergarten level, so I just put it in the cart. And same thing, I said my son is first grade level, so I put this one in the cart, and I got them in the mail, and I looked at them and I was like, I think this is wrong. So I went back on to the website and saw that they do an actual kindergarten level, but it wasn't until I looked at all three of them side by side that I could really see which one I thought was right for where my kids were at. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you a side by side, and hopefully this helps you because it definitely helped me. Okay, so we're going to start off with the difference in KickStart Kindergarten and Letters and Number for Me. This is more pre-K intro to kindergarten, and this is what they call the kindergarten handwriting curriculum. So we're just going to go through and see the difference, and then after that we're going to go through the Letters and Numbers for Me and the difference between the kindergarten level and technically the first grade level in my printing book. So hang around for that if you're interested in seeing the first grade level. Here's the opening page. As you can see, in both it's the same. They have a place for the child's name. Okay, so we're going to look at the difference between the table of contents. So in KickStart Kindergarten, they have 36 pages of practicing their capital letters. In Letters and Numbers for Me, they have 26 pages of practicing their capitals. So they get to lowercase letters on page 27 in Letters and Numbers for Me and 37 in KickStart Kindergarten. So right off the bat, help me write my name. So you can see here they have the lines, and here they focus on the boxes and word size. So we'll start at the first page. They talk about what the frog jump capitals is, and here they give a little breakdown of all the frog jump capitals, where here they just talk about the letter F. So they have a whole page for the letter F, and here they have half a page for the letter F. So each day they're going to practice the F and the E, where here they'll just do the letter F. And it's the same throughout. So here's E here, and here's E on the Letters and Numbers for Me. So it's definitely more review for the Letters and Numbers for Me than it is on the KickStart Kindergarten. So, okay, so here we have the capitals and the lowercase on both. Here they have a trace review, and here they have to write the letter themselves without tracing. The KickStart Kindergarten, they jump right into the magic C and doing the letter C, where here they talk more about what is small, what letters are tall, and which go below the line. They kind of break those down more, which they don't do. So here's the letter C for both of them. So these pages look pretty similar, except they do have a little more tracing for KickStart Kindergarten, where here they expect the child to do it on their own. And then they have 4 tracing here and 6 words on the Letters and Numbers for Me, and they are all like that. So it's pretty similar. The lines are the same size. The lines are the same size here. It's pretty similar. It's just more practice. First, they talk about sentences. So they have the child copy the sentence here, and then they talk about copying the words on all kinds of lines. And again, you're not seeing that. You're just seeing the letter review. It does not change for KickStart Kindergarten until you get finished with the lowercase letters and you move on to the numbers. So here they have a little bit of a challenge with copy work. with a diagram. Here they're copying the sentences and they are filling in the picture. Again, more copying of the sentences on different types of lines, and practicing their different sizes of letters in lowercase. Here they have uppercase and lowercase to practice. And again, more practice with sentences, different types of lines. So this is definitely better for children that have had a little bit of an introduction to reading as well. Just an introduction to the words and copying the words, introduction to vowels and rhyming. Good, and here's a poem. So it's good introduction to different types of sentences and different types of words and copying them. KickStart Kindergarten has none of that. It's literally just capitals, lowercase, and now you got to the numbers. And so you had a number of challenges in letters and numbers for me. So 73 to 90, so almost 20 pages of just challenging sentences and copy work and things like that. So numbers here, same thing. One page for that, one page for number one page for two, one page for two. Here they're just giving them the boxes and then they trace and then they copy. There's no tracing here. They just copy. And they count to 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here they just do the number 2. And then at the end of letters and numbers for me, they have 1 through 10. And at the end of KickStart Kindergarten, they have 1 through 10. And then congratulations, you're finished. So that is the difference again between KickStart Kindergarten and letters and numbers for me. I ordered this as an accident, but I'm glad I did because I think that my daughter is going to like this more. She's more on speed with this. She's still to the point where sometimes she mixes up her letters, or, you know, she's got, you know, her J and then an E, and then, you know, the letters are not quite spaced. So I think that this is more her speed right now. And even if she flies through it, that's okay. I have this one for her when she's finished. I ordered this one as a mistake. Well, I guess it isn't a mistake. I thought that my son was going to be on this level, and then when I got it, I was like, oh no, I think that he's still on the kindergarten level, or at least he could use some more practice. So we'll just go through quickly what the difference between the letters and numbers for me, aka kindergarten, and then the first grade book. Okay, so we are going to review the table of contents for letters and numbers for me and for the first grade, my printing book. You can see the frog jump capitals, the starting corner capitals, and the center starting capitals. You have 5 pages, about 5 pages for each one. Whereas in my printing book, the first grade level, you have 1 page or 2 pages for each one. And then you jump right into the lowercase level. But that's because with this one, you're learning the lowercase letters and how to write them, and reviewing the writing of the letters with some words and sentences mixed in. With this one, you're actually doing activities with each of the letters. So each letter pretty much has some sort of activity mixed in with the letter review. So your diver letters here, for example, you've got P, words and sentences, in letters and numbers for me. Here you've got P, sentences, R with words, N with sentences. Here you just have R, just have N. Here you've got sentences and words. And again, here sentences for F, words for Q, but you only have the Q. X, you have sentences. X, you just have review. So this is definitely a higher level. Okay, so the first thing, the frog jump capitals, I will point out the boxes are smaller. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the boxes are a little bit smaller in the first grade level. And so the boxes are smaller and the lines are not, they don't have lines in the letters and numbers for me, where they jump right into writing on lines in the first grade level, which if you remember they were doing at the end of this book, but here they don't even, they jump right into using the lines. And it's a mix of different capitals, the different types of capitals. So here where they focus on one letter at a time, here they focus on the type of letter at a time. So that's the capital review. Here, number review. Here you get into the lowercase. This is the letters and number for me. Sorry, I knocked my camera. And then this is first grade. So again, pretty similar. This just goes one page. This has 2 pages. Okay, so we're gonna go forward a little bit just to show you. Here's the lowercase t. So this is the letters and numbers for me. This is the first grade. It talks about how to make the letter again. So if you're just letting your child jump right in with this, it does talk about how to make them, how to make the lowercase t. But again, the lines are smaller. This is the capital T and then the lowercase t, and then it has you copy the word and spell out the word. So here it's saying add OOT, they add OOT. This, it's just copying the word. So further down the line, as you can see, there's more and more words to add. Here's you. These pages again look very similar, but this page has them writing the words out. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 words that they're copying. This has 6. And smaller lines. The lines are smaller. So we're going to jump further into the book of the first grade. Again, same thing. They're copying the words, 10 words per page. There's the letter Z. So here we get to the activities. So with this activity, it's a little bit of a brain teaser, where here you're just in the letters and numbers for me, you're just copying the words. Here you have to figure out a little puzzle. So what is this? It's a tooth and a brush. So you're writing out tooth, brush. So you have brush written out, and tooth is very, very small, but you might have to help your child spell out this word. And here, bookcase, you're going to write out bookcase. So it's a little bit more of a brain teaser with the first grade level. And again, look at the difference in the lines. So lots of space here, and here the lines are a lot smaller. And again, with the sentence copying and introduction to sentences, introduction to paragraphs, where this is the introduction to paragraph in the letters and numbers for me, this is the introduction in the first grade level. So they're definitely smaller lines and smaller words. And then you're seeing a lot of that. And it even gets longer. So definitely more advanced in the first grade level. I would say that your child definitely has to have their writing to a point where they can write in between these lines. And right now my son definitely can't. He's still on this level. So when I got this, I was like, oh no, like this is definitely not where he's at right now. Even though he's been writing in kindergarten, he's not at this level where he can write this small. Just a little bit of an example. So here we are at the end with the numbers. As you can see, again, the boxes are smaller. You have 2 pages per number, and then you learn how to actually spell the word out, where here you're just doing the numbers. So it incorporates a little bit of math if you want them to count, and then writing out the numbers. And then that is it. So here at the end is a final check. You're going to write the alphabet, you're going to write the lowercase, and then write the numbers. And they don't provide anything for them. So at the end of this level, they expect your child to be able to write these out without any sort of example, whereas at the end of this, they still provide you with hints. So that is the difference between the first grade level my printing book, and the kindergarten level letters and numbers for me. Okay, so I hope that was really helpful for you to see them all side by side. I hope it brings you some clarity as to what level you believe your child is ready for. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that that my daughter is kindergarten level, but when it comes to her writing, I mean, she's only 4. She still mixes her letters. Like she loves to write, but it's in her own language. So when she does like do copy work and things, sometimes her letters are backwards or sometimes upside down, or you know, they kind of go all over the place, which is fine. She's 4. So when I actually compared, because I had thought that she needed this one, but when I looked at them side by side, I think that she's gonna do better with this level, even if it's just for practice. You know, she holds a pencil just fine, but I think that this will be good for her to really get her practice in. And then, so she's gonna start with this one. So for my son, as I mentioned in the video, this is just, the lines are just too small for where he is. He is learning to read. We're well on our way on that journey, but when it comes to writing, like this, the lines are just too small for him. He's 5. He knows how to write his name. He does copy work in kindergarten right now, but I still think he needs this practice with the bigger lines and the bigger boxes. So even though some of his stuff is on the 1st grade level, for handwriting, he's just going to practice with this this year. And if he finishes and he wants to move on to this, we have it. And the same with my daughter. If she flies through this and she's ready for this, we have it. But for my 4-year-old and for my 5-year-old, these are where we ended up choosing. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I'm new here and I'm still learning, and I'm going to always keep it honest as to the realities of a new homeschooling mom. So stick around, stay tuned, and remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.